I'm really excited about where we're positioned. For us, with the opportunity to be invited to the Big 12, that changes our dynamic significantly. It gives us a different tenor in those conversations, a different tone, and it's put us in a very favorable position. And what helps us immensely is, being in the city of Houston. The resources that the city have, you maybe don't have at smaller college towns. And so as we look at these opportunities and the evolution of our space in intercollegiate athletics, there's a lot of inherent resources that we have in being in a major market that will play out very favorably for us as we move ahead. We're still working on when we'll enter the Big 12. It won't be any sooner than 23 and any later than 24. As far as playing Texas and OU, there's so much that's outside of our control in that process. If it happens, it'll be great. If it doesn't, we'll live. We're happy with what's coming. Everybody thinks that, we made it. The Big 12's accepted us and we're going to be competing in there at some point in the near future. Really, this is when you double down. And this is when we really have to make our biggest push. And that means a lot of different things. We have to continue to find ways to be successful, but we also have to make sure that people are supporting our program. And there's not this windfall of resources that come with it. We have to make those resources happen. And that's even more so where our alums and supporters enjoy the success we're having. We need their help more than ever because we're leveling up and we have to figure out ways to close that gap with the people that we're competing against. They've been getting tens of millions of dollars every year for decades. When those resources come to us at some point in the future, we have to figure out a way to close that gap between now and then, and that's where we need help. And that means butts in seats. It means people that are helping and singing our praises, and we have to give them reasons to do that. But now more than ever is where we need our university alums and supporters to step up and assist. We've got a great athletics alumni center, a lot of square footage, a really building that's held up well over the last 20 plus years. So football will move out and into its own standalone facility. Track, volleyball, soccer, the sports that I've just mentioned now will have access to the space that had been previously occupied by football. By moving football out, the cascading effect that is able to elevate all of our other programs is lifted. And that's what gets lost in a lot of this. Everybody assumes that it's principally about football and basketball. Well, the outliers, the third, fourth, fifth order of magnitude of how that affects everybody else is very significant, and really excited about what is coming for all of our programs. Success begets more success, and I look at what happened this last fall with our football program, and certainly we've been building towards that. But you go back to what basketball has done over the last couple of years between the Final Four run, the Sweet 16, and then the profile that has come with the elevation of that program, and then how that permeates into every other sport with the excitement of the Big 12 and with the success that we've had and the resources we put towards those programs. People see that, and it attracts another level of or caliber of candidates. And so we're really excited about what's coming. The Liftoff program and our partnership with the Bauer College has been extraordinary. It's a huge advantage for us. It's worked really quickly and provided a level of support and access for our student athletes to learn about that space and start preparing themselves for what has come now in the NIL landscape. The foundations of it, the intent, it's all for the right reasons. As successful as we've been competitively, what really gets me excited is the success our kids have had socially and academically. We've set academic records over the last 18 months with the number of kids graduating, with the number of kids with a 3.0, with hours passed, all those things. So when we invest in these student athletes, we're getting a return.